Is this working now? There we go. I think it's working now. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you all. Very, very impromptu stream. Shay, how are you? Good to see you. Sorry, everything's delayed on my end. Having some technical issues. I want to go through a couple things. I'm going to wait for some people to get the notification before we continue. Since you're pretty busy, we can just visit. Let's see. Getting some calls, texts. Okay. All right. Late night stream. Shay, what time is it from where you're at? Also in Australia, Anissa, what time is it where you're at? Also, I'm not getting everyone's comments. Oh, there we go. Hi from Australia. Anissa, what time is it in Australia? Alexa, what time is it in Australia? I'm sure there's multiple time zones in Australia. It's 1:30 in the morning in Sydney and 10:30 on the other coast. Anissa, hopefully you're not in Sydney, because if so, it's very late. Wait, 10:30 a.m. It couldn't be. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. 10:30 a.m. Well, hello, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Thanks for being here. 1:30 p.m. Friday. Thank you. How's the future? How's everything doing on the Friday the 11th? Okay, everyone, hit that like button on the way in. We are going to be reacting to Candus's newest video that she just posted, which I have to say, I watched it, and it's a little bit hard to watch. And I feel, it's hard to say. I feel bad. We have to show this because this is what I was talking about earlier in the live stream earlier today. We did an impromptu live stream that I deleted, which makes me wonder how many people are going to get the notification for this live stream. But we're going to run with it anyways. Like I said, we're going to give a few minutes to some people to get the notification and hop in here. But I think this case is going to come to a conclusion sooner than we might think, with the recent, news of Don Wells sitting in jail until minimum August 12th, and Candus now going online, posting videos, speaking a lot more. I think something's going to give. Something's going to surface and boil over, if you will. But anyways, let's say hey to people as they're coming in. Mystery, Christy, hello. Nikki, hello. Gail, Kenny, Knackers, 10:30 a.m. here in Perth. Oh, we got multiple Aussies in here. Nice. Western Australia. Very cool, Kenny. So it sounds like Anissa's on the other coast, on the East Coast. And then, of course, Shay's in here as well. Thank you guys for being here. I was just going to ask you to play PUBG. Juice, after this stream, I'll be down to play some PUBG. I'm going to do a quick stream to go over what's going on currently. But yes, absolutely. Gail, you weren't aware he was in jail? Oh, wow. Okay, yes. Don Wells is in jail for a minimum, it was either 90 or 180 days. He'll be in jail at least until until August 12th. So yeah. Anyways, everyone hit that like button on the way in. Let's try to get the YouTube algorithm to work in our favor here. I've streamed a lot today, so YouTube's not going to give me very many more notifications, meaning I don't know how many people are going to see that I'm live right now. Eileen says she is speaking to YouTube but not to reporters. Exactly. Which is fair. Yeah, it's also strange because she, Grandma did the interview. I don't know how, a week ago now. I don't know when that was. But Candus only wrote the note to mention that she hasn't lawyered up. But this one's hard to watch, everyone. She's okay. So, oh yeah, no idle chit chat. It's Summer Wells talk again. Yeah, Lawrence, let's get into it. Lone Seagull. Hi. Good to see you all. we've used 5 minutes up. I usually like to try to wait 5 minutes for people to be able to join. We have been streaming for exactly 5 minutes at this point. Let's hop in on what Candus just posted or streamed 22 minutes ago. I follow Candus's YouTube channel with notifications. Let me turn this camera on. There we go. And I got a notification that she was live and immediately hopped in and watched. So this was 22 minutes ago now. Actually, probably a little bit more. 44 minutes ago. Okay, so 44 minutes ago. This is Candus on YouTube. It says the live replay is on for the chat. I screen recorded this when it happened in case she eventually takes this down. Like I said, this is hard to watch. So let's listen.
Hey everyone, how's everybody doing tonight?
I'm gonna pause real quick and just say we're gonna listen to it all the way through, and then we're gonna go through and break down what she's saying, because some of it's very, very difficult to hear, and I know there are still people filtering into the chat. So we're gonna break it down. First, let's just watch the entire 5.5 minutes.
Well, I'm hoping everyone's doing okay tonight. My phone's going crazy. No, what's going on with my phone tonight? But I'm just, I mean, nothing, so no means to anybody tonight. I love y'all. I hope everybody's doing okay. My friends, my dear friends, yeah, they're hitting me up, but it's okay tonight. I'm so glad to have y'all over here tonight. And I'm gonna go over here to the chat and chill out and find out what's going on tonight. I mean, frickin' Ernie's a piece of work. He's a piece of work. Oh yeah, I'm okay, Jade. Jade, thanks for asking if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to... Ocean Lover, oh, thank you, baby. I'm okay tonight. I'm just, kind of upset. I mean, my friends were kind of downgraded tonight. And I don't like it. I mean, they were like my best friends. And I can't believe were treated like they were. It's really disrespectful and downgraded, and I don't like it. And I love them to death. Yeah, I'm always thinking of Summer and her brothers. Because Summer and the boys are the love of my life. I would never trade anything for them.
Oh, man.
They were...
Past tense.
I can't do anything but love them. I mean, everybody's expecting me to no, I'm not having a drink on my dinner. Oh, hell no. I won't drink again. Because them boys in my summer is the love of my life. I will never drink or do anything against them ever again. I mean, I don't know, man. All these YouTubers, they want to hate each other and be against each other, and I'm just not for it. Yeah, I've worked as much as I could work. There's a lot of work going on, though. Hugs and prayers to y'all, too. I'm trying to stay strong as much as I can. I love y'all, and I have a best friend that she's just so great, and I love her so much. I mean, I don't know what to say, but I love my people the same, man. Much love to everybody, and I hope everybody has a good night and a wonderful weekend. Much love to y'all.
Okay, that's the video. Cheryl, is this live right now? No, it's not live right now. Um, Izzy Pop, leave this woman alone. She has lost all. Okay, here's the thing, Izzy. Why is she going live? Like, why? And when she goes live, why doesn't she say? It's like she had the opportunity to talk to the media on what would arguably would be a much larger scale platform in a more localized area with WJHL, right? And she decided to. I don't care if you're unsubbing, Izzy Pop. You were probably never subbed to begin with. You were probably over on Candus's channel giving her praise. That's fine, which you can be on that side. I just think there's more to this, and I think it's about to spill over. Look, I feel terrible for this woman because she's clearly not well, but she had the opportunity to speak to the media, and she's not. Yet she's going on lives, and she's saying nothing of substance that is beneficial in finding her children. This is, or for Summer. Also, LS just said she is also still a suspect. Absolutely. She is 100% one of probably the most, like the prime suspect. She was one of the most, valuable. She was the person that was with Summer all day, right? Aside from Grandma and, of course, Hunter throughout some of the day. So she is arguably one of the most important people in this entire story. And so she goes on these lives and she drops her Cash App and her Amazon wish list and all of these things, yet she doesn't leave a number. Like, if you know anything, here's a number. Like, what? I have no... Look, if it all comes out at the end of this and she's had nothing to do with it, I'll feel a little bit bad. Not that bad, because I haven't gone on stream and absolutely said, without a shadow of a doubt, I believe Candus had something to do with it, or she's covering something up. I'm just very suspicious of the fact that she did. I think that there's way more to the story that she's not letting out. And I think it's either her or Don. I think with Don sitting in jail, he was probably controlling a lot of what was going on. And now that he's in jail, I think she's talking more. Why did Grandma wait until Dawn was in jail? Did she just now feel comfortable to be able to speak? I don't know. There's just something to this. Also, if everyone could hit the like button, we can get the stream out there to more people. I went live earlier today, so YouTube doesn't give notifications out to all your subscribers if you go live multiple times. I'm enjoying seeing some new faces or some new names in here. Some of the people that normally aren't in all the streams. So it's good to see you guys. Michelle Tucker says she sounds drunk. Yeah, absolutely. And she may be on another medication of some sort. But here's the thing. Don't you think it would be a good idea to not go online if you are on some sort of medication? Because look, I didn't flat out say Candus is hammered, she's drunk. I would assume that that's what it is. She seems under the influence of something. But it's like, what would cause her to go on and just talk about stuff that doesn't make any sense? I don't know. I feel bad for her at the same time. Linda Wise, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. Really, really appreciate that, Linda. Good to see you in here. Really appreciate it. Ambiguous thoughts. She's making money off her missing child. Sick dynamics. We know she is guilty of neglect. The living conditions were disgusting. Yeah, I think some people were also talking about, CPS is they were talking about the kids, and the boys aren't with her. So for the people who haven't followed the story super closely, the boys aren't with her. Paige in DC, howdy. She did stop herself from saying something. Okay, so that's another thing. Paige, thank you for reminding me. So we just watched through the live stream. Also, thank you so much for the very nice comment, Amanda Hughes. Thank you so much. That's kind of you. And thanks again, Linda, for the $10 super sticker. So we just watched the playback of the live stream, but Paige brings up a great point in that I don't know if this is what Paige is referring to, but Candus said something there that was interesting. And I'm going to go to that part right here. And she said something about not ever doing alcohol again and something with the kids. Let's listen in. It's very strange the way she says it. It's almost like, because here's the thing. A lot of people think, and Allie, Hunter's mom, did claim that when Candus called about Summer being missing that day, she seemed both drunk and high. And that's coming from Allie. Whether that's true or not, that's something that was said. So if in this lapse of time, this gap of time that is unaccounted for from the planting the flowers to when Summer went missing, we have Grandma saying she took a nap. That was never in Candus's story. If she did have a drink, have a smoke, whatever it was, is she saying here in this stream that she made a mistake? Let's listen in again on this very quickly.
Don't drink again.
Here it is.
No, I'm not having a drink on my dinner. Oh.
Someone asked her in the comments if she drank her dinner, not is she going to have a drink with her dinner. Someone literally asked her, did you drink your dinner? But let's listen in. This is at the 3 minute and 37 mark of her video.
Hell no. I won't drink again. Because them boys in my summer is the love of my life. I will never drink or do anything against them ever again. I mean, I don't know, man. All these YouTubers.
I'll never.
I mean, I don't know, man. Against them ever do anything against them ever again.
I'll never drink or do anything against them ever again. What does she mean by that? Also, something wrong, something wrong. You say guaranteed she's going to delete this video first thing in the morning. Well, my video's out. I also screen recorded her entire YouTube video or her entire live stream as it was happening because I knew somebody's going to tell her to take that down. So if anyone's watching this that would like a full copy of that, I can send it to you guys. If it does end up getting taken down. Nikki, it's totally understandable for people to do things that are questionable on camera / live on Instagram when they are on drugs or alcohol. Absolutely. And look, Nikki, I also know that she has had everything taken away. She's probably seeking validation from there are people on the internet that support her, and that's fine. But she's probably seeking this because she knows that in a lot of ways, her back's more so against the wall from people that are questioning her and questioning her story. And so when she comes on her live stream, the majority of her comments, if you go look back, the chat does replay. It says, it speaks to, it's very positive. It's like very much positive comments. So she probably is seeking that kind of affirmation from people. Anyways, let's see. She is the reason why she got everything taken away, though. That's an interesting point. That's an interesting point. Let's see. Her being drunk all the time could actually be a good thing right now. That alcohol has a way of bringing out the truth in people. That's another interesting point as well. Thank you for the comment. Also, 464 people in here. Thank you guys to the 145 people who have hit the like button. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can get to 400 likes. There's almost 500 people in here. We should be able to get to 400 likes. Let's get that YouTube algorithm going. Let's get this stream out to more people. It's a late night stream. It's 10 p.m. almost on the East Coast. Someone also was asking during that live stream or during that video, what time was it when she was doing this? And it is the same time in Rogersville, Tennessee, as it is here on the East Coast. Right now it's 9:50. So that video would have been posted right around 9 p.m., just prior to 9 p.m. Because if we refresh the page, we can see that it was 59 minutes ago that she streamed. So 59 minutes ago, yeah, that would have been 8:52 p.m. as when that would have happened. So let's go through again one more time. I may open up the phone lines to chat with some of you about what your guys' thoughts are. I'm liking all the comments coming through. Let's just read a couple more comments. Wow, I feel bad for her kids who were living in a horrible home and weren't eating healthy meals because she wasn't being a loving mom. That's not to say she doesn't love them in her own messed up way. That's a good way to put it, Lauren, because we also have to keep in mind that a massive number of families in not only the US but beyond deal with substance abuse, deal with really, really crappy situations. And while we can sit here and criticize them, I can't do that to a certain point because I'm not a parent, right? We can sit here and criticize them because we're on the sidelines watching this whole thing play out. But we also need to realize that if people see this kind of thing happening, like if you are in a community and you see that there's potential drug use in a family where there's kids and you see that this living situation could possibly be bad, like we need to be getting people like this help potentially, because yes, the living situation was bad. The substance abuse was obvious. People talked about this after the fact. The domestic abuse is obvious. We have Don and Candus just a few weeks ago, before Don went to jail, calling the cops about a domestic dispute. This is a sad situation all around. And to think that that wasn't happening prior to the boys being taken and prior to Summer going missing, that's so naive to think that there wasn't an issue happening prior. And so, yeah, that was happening when those kids were in there. And so, I think, I come across a lot like I'm criticizing Candus. I feel bad. I feel bad about this whole situation because when you really think about it, it's Summer Wells who's missing. It's in 5 days, 9 months since Summer Wells was last heard of, last seen. So that's what's sad about all this, is that we seem nowhere closer to the truth. Whereas when I see a video like this, when I see that grandma speaks in the media, I think we're getting a little bit closer for sure, because as bad as it is to see Candus in this state, potentially under the influence, speaking, not making any sense, I want something to slip up. So this case can have some resolution. So my mini rant is over. Let's listen to this one more time, because there are now 568 people in this stream, and there were only about 150 in this stream when we watched it earlier. So we're going to watch through one more time, and then we're going to kind of pause this time throughout and just kind of talk about what she's saying, and kind of react, as opposed to just letting it play all the way through. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks to the 230 people that have hit that like button. It's free. Go ahead and tap it down below. Gently tap that like button, and let's keep on listening.
Hey everyone, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm hoping everyone's doing okay tonight. My phone's going crazy. No, what's going on with my phone tonight?
My phone's going crazy. I don't know what's going on with my phone tonight. I mean, she may have her YouTube notifications turned on, which if that's the case, your phone will go. Was that my phone? Was that perfect timing? I don't have my YouTube notifications turned on, but she should know why her phone's going crazy. Someone's probably texting her, telling her to get off live.
But I'm just, I mean, if I nothing so no means to anybody tonight.
I
I
can't
love
I can't quite tell what she's saying there. I know that okay, JB or JD it's Benny. Yeah, someone was talking about Benny and I don't follow Benny. I know Benny and her they're like kind of friends, I guess. I guess that's who she's referring to here. Let's listen to this again. I'm not quite sure what she's saying there. Also, someone AM says watching your YouTube video, your YouTube channel on TV, or watching YouTube on TV, came across your YouTube live, have been following this case, and just subscribed to your channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here, AM. Those are my initials. Very cool.
if I nothing so no means to anybody tonight.
Still no meetings with anybody tonight? Did she say no meetings?
I love y'all.
I love y'all. Hmm.
I hope everybody's doing okay. My friends, my dear friends, yeah, they're hitting me up, but it's okay tonight.
My dear friends are hitting me up, but it's okay tonight. Uh, hmm. Kenny Knackers says she and Benny were flirting earlier. See, I just don't follow. I don't follow Benny. I know that Benny's made a lot of videos. That's actually my wife's phone. Now that I think about it, mine's right here. Nikki says she's not okay. Also, Nikki, I saw your comment earlier. Thank you very much. Coffee Buzz, good to see you. Good to see people joining in. Let's continue listening in. It's not making a lot of sense. And if you're getting in here and you want to watch the beginning of the stream, I go over why I think that this whole situation's sad. It seems like I'm very much critiquing Candus in this moment, but I just don't think it's in her best interest to be online doing this right now. And I have many thoughts about what she could be doing if she's going to be on YouTube trying to get an audience going and a presence. Why is she not trying to provide more information in the event that someone knows anything about Summer's whereabouts or the situation? Continuing on.
I'm so glad to have y'all over here tonight. And I'm gonna go over to the chat and chill out and find out what's going on tonight. I mean, freaking Ernie's a piece of work.
Who she says a piece of work?
He's a piece of work. Oh yeah, I'm okay, Jade. Jade, thanks for asking if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to. Ocean Lover. Oh, thank
See,
you.
she's not making any sense. Like, this is really like just crushing to see. I didn't catch the name either, Kim. I didn't catch the name either. Jade says this is the result of all the money they are sending her. If she accidentally overdoses, Summer won't get justice. This is sad. I would hope that if something happened to Candus, someone else knows between Candus, Dawn, and Grandma a little bit more than what they've let on. Hey, Curious Cat. Also, good to see you in here. I missed your comment. Good to see you.
Baby. I'm okay tonight. I'm just kind of upset. I mean, my friends were kind of downgraded tonight.
Downgraded, my
And
friend.
I don't like it. I mean, they were like my best friends. And I can't believe were treated like they were. It's really disrespectful and downgraded, and I don't like it. And I love them to death. Yeah, I'm always thinking of Summer. and her brothers, because they're Summer and my Summer and the boys are the love of my life. I would never trade anything for them. They were.
Also, thank you, Wade. Degraded. Yeah, I think she meant degraded. Her friends were degraded. Uh, that's a good point. Also notice, and this is something that once again I don't think we should always read into, is the critiquing of her language and the way she speaks. She was using past tense from the beginning in saying Summer was like this, Summer was so sweet, Summer was so kind, but she's even saying now my kids were. And I think she could be also talking in past tense because she hasn't been with the boys in so long, since they were taken away, but it's still past tense. So she could be saying are, they are like this, even though it's been so long since she's been with Summer. Let's listen to that again.
Summer and the boys are the love of my life. I would never trade anything for them. They were. I can't do anything but love them. I mean, everybody's expecting me to.
No,
No.
no, no. She's not making sense. Amanda C is saying she makes plenty of sense even if she is wasted. She is reading the chat and answering questions. No. No, Amanda, she's not. She's not making sense. I'm reading the chat and answering questions and watching this video. That's what I'm saying. Even then, to critique Candus on a level of like, look, she's not a YouTuber. She's not a YouTube personality. She doesn't do this often. So I'm not going to critique her on her delivery. But it's like she's not forming proper sentences here. She's clearly under the influence of something. And to disregard that, to put that aside and think that that's not the case, it's ridiculous. And scroll back to the beginning of the stream if you just came in. Like, I talk about how sad this is and how I feel for her. I'm not trying to just drive the point home that I think she shouldn't be doing this, but it's true. I don't think she should be doing this at all. But I don't mind that she is, because something's going to give. Something's going to slip.
I'm gonna drink on my dinner. Oh, hell no. I won't drink again. Because them boys and my Summer is the love of my life. I will never drink or do anything against them ever again.
That's the one. That's why I titled this video Candus Just Said What? What did I title the video? Candus just said, yeah, Candus just said what? She just said, what did she say? I won't drink or ever do anything to them again.
No, I'm not having a drink on my dinner. Oh, hell no. I won't drink again. Because them boys and my Summer is the love of my life. I will never drink or do anything against them ever again.
I will never drink or do anything against them ever again. Now, that could mean a lot. But what does she mean right there? I will never drink or do anything against them ever again. She's talking about the kids. Is she saying I'll never neglect them ever again, whether it be, the house, or she's clearly saying drinking. So that would be one thing. What's she saying? Like, why is she saying that? What's her reason for saying I'll never do anything to them again? Is she saying that she was drinking and something happened the day with Summer? I don't know. Maybe not drink. Okay, then she's she's on something, guys. She's on something. And that's sad. And what I keep trying to get at is that she just shouldn't be doing this, right? There's hopefully, you would think there would be someone that would advise her against this, against doing this, against being under the influence, even if she was on medication. Someone before 1,000 people jumped in here, when we had like 200 people listening, someone just said she's on some sort of medication. She's not drinking. She's not doing drugs. Okay. Even if you were on a medication of some sort, you would think that it would be a bad idea to hop on live. I think this whole thing is about to spill over for sure. I hope that if Candus truly had nothing to do with this, that would be my hope, right? That there was just some freak accident, whatever it was. Maybe Dawn had more to do with this than we think, and Candus is building this courage to potentially say something. I hope that is what ends up happening. I don't know. But it doesn't sound good right now. This doesn't look good. Openly avoidant, unmedicated on many different levels. Get it? Unmedicated. Oh, yes, on many different levels. I think I get that. Openly avoidant. Also, good to see you in here. Thank you for being here, and thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Teresa says, cookie is crumbling. Yes, I agree. Also, Judy Wheeler brings up a great point. Candus is also the victim of abuse. Okay, to think that Dawn Wells was not abusing Candus, and potentially even Grandma, even if Grandma was being verbally or mentally or even physically abused, I don't know. There's a reason why Grandma waited until Dawn was in jail to speak, because she probably was scared a little bit of Grandpa. There's a reason why Candus is speaking this much now. And that's where I'm thinking, well, if Dawn's controlling the narrative, I hope Candus speaks and doesn't fear for what may come of that if she does speak. We have to remember that she called several times, and the cops were called to the house for a domestic dispute. I don't think Candus would lie about that. And the thing is, Dawn has a history of both sexual abuse and physical abuse. So to think that Candus is not a victim, that's also turning a blind eye. And so I agree, Judy, she's equally an abuser, because I think that the neglect runs both ways. I think that she was a neglectful parent, or at least based on what we have in front of us, that's all we can make from the situation. But we have to see it from all sides. We have to see it from all sides for sure. Okay, let's finish out the video. First of all, before I hit play on this video, we have 1,100 people in here right now. And I have to ask, if you guys are enjoying this video, I streamed earlier today. I don't know how many of you are following me of the 1,100 people that are in here, but if you're liking this video at all, please hit the subscribe button. We're getting very, very close to 20,000 subscribers. So if you haven't hit the like button, or if you've hit the like button already, hit the subscribe button. We'll check in on this in a little bit and see how close we can get to 20,000. We're at 19,276. Oh, wow. It just went up a little bit. So we're going to come back to that in a moment. Thank you guys for being here. Let's finish off this video.
I mean, I don't know, man. All these YouTubers, they want to hate each other and be against each other, and I'm just not for it. Yeah, I've worked as much as I could work.
Gonna pause real quick. Muffy Dragon Slayer, I may have lost you as a subscriber, but I just want to say this story is 100% more complex than all of us know. I mean, look at TBI, look at the local police in that area. They haven't said anything, and it's because they probably know so much more than what's out there. And I'm not giving Candus a pass at all, but I'm saying this is very clearly reactionary to Dawn being in jail. I think she probably feels like she can speak now because she was probably being abused to some degree, whether it was physically or mentally or just controlled. Dawn could have been controlling the narrative. So I'm sorry if you felt the need to unsubscribe based on me endorsing Candus, but I wasn't endorsing Candus. I still very, very much am in the camp that she knows way more than she let on. And so, yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
There's a lot of work going on, though. Hugs and prayers to y'all too. I'm trying to stay strong as much as I can. I love y'all, and I have a best friend that she's just so great, and I love her so much. I mean, I don't know what to say, but I love my people the same, man. Much love to everybody, and I hope everybody has a good night and a wonderful weekend. Much love to y'all.
Okay, so that's it. That's the video. The video ends. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, if you're just coming across this video, hold on one second. Sorry, beautiful wife is sleeping on the couch, and I just wanted to let her know that she was starting to enter in the frame of the camera. If Chloe's mom, never defend yourself for trying to be fair and balanced. Yeah, we're fair and balanced in here. Also, the phone lines are open. If you'd like to call in, if this is your first time coming by the channel, I like to hear from people that are watching the show. This is a Google Voice number. I have pinned it. It is 305-985-2690. I don't have your phone number when you call. I just see the first or the last three numbers. I can't remember. If you'd like to call in and let me know what you think of tonight's kind of live stream and of what Candus is saying here, please do so. Feel free to call. The phone lines are open. But yeah, I also put TBI's phone number for any information in the description of the video, if someone were to ever have any. Let's see. But yeah, really that's it. I mean, gosh, it's a sad situation overall, for sure. Pamela says, don't worry about losing a subscriber, Aaron. You're being logical and using common sense. We all have opinions. I can see you aren't being supportive of Candus, just using common sense. Yeah, absolutely. Also, you just have to recognize that abuse runs in many different ways, not to say there was negligence. There wasn't, but yeah.
Call from
Eileen.
All right.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, Eileen, how are you doing?
Fine, Aaron. I just wanted to call for a couple of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw Candus's live. I found it very disturbing.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for her as far as her addiction problems.
Yeah.
However, I do not think that excuses her conduct with her children.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that social services, there's a whole line they have to go down, and they always feel it's better for the children to be in a family setting. But
Yeah.
I truly feel that her children should never be returned to their home setting. I would hope that at some point someone with some good values comes into Candus's life,
Yeah.
helps her seek treatment, but
Yeah.
whether they find Summer or they do not, I think the boys should never go home.
Yeah, I mean, well, just something like this just clearly shows that it's not, it hasn't gotten better, right? Even if the house is clean, you still have to have a capable parental figure. And with Dawn not there, I mean, she's got to be the one that's steady in all of this. And so, yeah, I agree.
And I don't think, I mean, I think there's a reason he's not at home. So I don't think he's a good person for the kids. And the fact that the grandmother hasn't come forward, I don't know her whole situation, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's responsible either.
So
she doesn't seem like.
You don't think who's responsible?
Well,
Candus?
The grandma.
Oh, sorry, the grandma.
Candus's mom.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that she's not come forward, she's not evidently not making a concerted public effort to take care of her grandchildren or pack them up and bring them wherever she goes when she leaves Tennessee.
Right.
She's not trying to take care of them.
Yeah, it is strange that she just packed up and left, right? You would think that an event like this, she'd be like, let me take the kids, you guys try to figure this out. Because what really could the boys have done after all this? They knew that there was going to be an onslaught of media and questions. Like, yeah, that's a good point, that the grandma didn't really take anything into her own hands. Not that she could have done a lot, but she could have at least freed up the boys and let them. Yeah, that's a good point.
I just think, unfortunately, what we have seen of this family and extended family members, none of them really seem capable of caring for those children in a responsible manner.
Yeah.
And I realize that Candus and Don have a volatile relationship.
Absolutely.
They probably abuse each other. However, all of that is kind of to the side. I think the main point should be the welfare of the children. And regardless of what those adults and what problems they have, the children need to be protected from all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And the kind of the point I was getting at earlier is that this is happening. I don't know on what scale, but this is happening in many other places, in many other cities across the country, where there's kids in situations and families that are broken and scattered, and like, you just never want to see it get to this point. And that's what's happened here. And so that's where it's like, if you see this happening in your community or your neighbor or something, like, speak up, because imagine what could have happened if someone were to see that this was the condition that these kids were in. Maybe something could have been prevented, right? And so it's so sad.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I know I applaud you for going over her life. It is difficult to see. It's sad to see. But I commend you for taking a stand, having us look at it, bring it to people's attention. It is discouraging. It's hard to watch. But like you said, I think people need to be aware of these types of situations.
Yeah, for sure.
And not just, oh, well, I don't want to see this, and ignore it.
Definitely.
It is a problem.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, you brought up a good point there as well about just everyone else in her life and not really seeming like there was really much for her in terms of people caring as much as they should have. So thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. And thanks for watching.
All right. Well, enjoy your lives. And
thank
you.
Yeah. Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Well, that was super nice. Thanks for calling in. She made a good point there. And, we have to look at everything from a big picture standpoint. Obviously, we're focused on summer here, but we have to look at everything from a big picture. Also, thank you so much to Something Wrong. I keep wanting to say Something Wrong. I'm going to call you Something Wrong, but Something Wrong. Thank you for bringing us the live streams of a drunk Candus without Dawn around to influence her. I was here the night you were giddy about achieving 6K subscribers. Oh, that's funny. You were here that night? Well, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker or super chat. You have a very distinct profile picture, by the way. So I see your comments as well very easily. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker, super chat. Also, I don't see a name, but someone became a level 1 supporter. I think their profile picture is Get On My Level. So thank you so much for becoming a level 1 supporter. You now can use the emotes in the chat. So there's a couple that I just typed in there. Some of the faces that I make here on this stream. Also, I'm not wearing my normal glasses. I just realized that. These are my glasses that turn into sunglasses. These are my normal glasses. I just hopped on this live so quick, I wasn't even wearing my normal glasses. But anyways, feel free to call in. The number is still live. It is pinned 305-985-2690. I'll take a few more calls. Let's read some of your guys' chats. Kathleen Cruz says, I just found you tonight. Oh, that's awesome. How did you guys, I'm curious, I should do a poll. How did you find my channel? On the YouTube homepage? Or are you a subscriber? I'm a subscriber. Okay, I'm going to do a poll. Feel free to answer the poll, and feel free to call in. Oh, perfect. There's someone calling in now.
Call from.
Patty, thanks.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hi, is this Patty?
Yes, how you doing, dear?
Good, thank you for calling.
I tuned in late. I'm a new subscriber, and love your platform and your sincerity.
Thank you. Yeah.
All of this.
Yeah.
So, Don was the breadwinner in the family?
Was Don? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, because
I believe
he's still
so.
incarcerated. So
yeah.
how are things? Do we know how is she getting help?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I know that she helped him sometimes. She would go to work with him. I don't know if, obviously he probably just, it made his work easier. I don't know if she was getting extra pay from that, but I don't think she had a job. I know that she's linking different forms of payment for people that would like to support her on her channel. I know that's one of the things she mentioned in her last live stream. So there are people that are financially like helping her out, and people have I think people bought her like a new fridge and just, I mean, there are people that have helped out.
So is that what this is we're seeing now? That's her channel.
This that I'm playing. Yeah. So this was earlier tonight. So this was an hour and 20 minutes ago. She went live for 5 minutes, and this is the video we just watched. She seemed definitely under the influence of at least alcohol. Something. Yeah. But yeah, this was on her personal channel. It's called Candus Bly. And so that's kind of what we're reacting to. But yeah, she will, I think people can kind of pay her through there. She links different like Cash Apps and PayPals and things like that. And so, yeah, I know initially after the whole situation happened with the boys being taken away, people helped donate to get her house kind of renovated so it would be in a better. So I don't know.
So, does she get to visit the boys? Do you know?
I would imagine she's been able to speak to them at least maybe on the phone, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. She hasn't mentioned.
So they were trying to, they weren't involved with the church at one time.
They were?
Yeah, they went to a church that was nearby, and Summer would go to the kinder classes.
Yeah.
And Don, she would go like on a bus. And I think Don and her attended sometimes. Yeah. And they, are you familiar with the interview room?
Yeah, Chris, yeah.
Chris. Okay, so Chris interviewed one of her Sunday school teachers.
Uh-huh.
And I know this sounds kind of horrible, but, your mind just goes all different places with her being missing. And I'm just wondering if they vetted people at the church. Did someone all of a sudden stop attending when she disappeared?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I know that. So did you see that he interviewed you mentioned he interviewed the girl from the church though, right? You saw that interview?
Sunday school teacher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was in depth, and they really loved her. They knew the family had issues in certain areas, drugs, other things, but as a church, they were really trying to help the family. And it seems like they would be part of the people who would be there trying to
channels and save up to 5
help with the renovation or with monies or drug treatments or counseling.
Yeah, you would think
something.
Yeah. And it seemed like earlier on, church and like all of that, the spiritual side of them in the early part of Summer being missing was so much more prominent in their vocabulary. They were talking so much more about their faith and these things, and it seems like that has kind of taken a back seat.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, so it's like if they were so involved in the church and so close to the people in the church, you would think that they would have taken them up more on some of those things that you would think they would offer, like help, whether it be with the kids or substance abuse, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really loved that little girl, and they said she was rambunctious, and she was one of those high energy kids.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Sunday school teacher, and I know you always get one or two that you can't get to sit down and conform.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You always get one like that, and she was that one.
Mm-hmm.
But you would think being missing, you'd think they'd be on that really. There all the time.
For sure. Yeah, that's a good point.
Don't hear nothing about that at all.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Well, do you have anything else to add? Also, have you been following my channel for a while, or did you just find my channel tonight? Or?
No, it's been like maybe a month
cool.
and on.
I always am interested in when people find me, so I was just curious. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I found you, and we'll stay there. But one other thing, this story is all over the place for me. So the swimming hole they're saying it's a possibility she drowned and they didn't want to report it because there was negligence involved.
Wait, so say that one more time?
Okay, so the swimming hole.
Uh-huh.
Is it a possibility she drowned that day and it was not reported because they feared it was negligent?
Yeah. I think a lot of what's interesting is a lot of people's early thoughts were that she could have dry drowned, which can have the effects later on. But there's a lot of people that are thinking she could have actually drowned or had a severe accident there, and it wasn't even dry drowning, and then they freaked out, and everything else after the fact, getting the milk and all that was just a very quick reactionary thing, and they tried to get her home quickly. So yeah, there's so many possibilities for sure.
Yeah, there really is.
But yeah,
and living deep in the woods like that.
Mm-hmm.
They said there was contractors out there working on the trees.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all over the place. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they did anything deliberate.
Yeah,
That's
truly,
what I feel.
I feel that way too. I don't think that. I just think that they're deliberately not saying everything that happened that day in an attempt to cover whatever they're trying to cover and save face a little bit. But it's like it's too little too late at this point. The boys are taken away. Don's in jail. It's like something feels like it's about to happen where maybe something said. Because, I agree with you. I don't think they, did something purposefully. I know there are some people that do think that, but I don't know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much for calling. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good night.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You too, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good call. Thank you. Paul from, so the algorithm has led you to my channel. Very nice. Well, thanks for being here so much. And thanks to the people that are calling. People were asking during this where the number is. The number's up. It's a pinned comment. So maybe the poll, which I'm about to end, could be in the way. So maybe the pinned comment is now more visible. But if you'd like to call in, feel free. Also, let me just see something here. Have more people subscribed? Have we hit 20,000 subscribers? Oh, we got a couple hundred subscribers. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. We not only cover Summer Wells on this channel, but we touch on a lot of the other cases, missing persons cases, true crime cases. So thanks for subscribing and being along for the journey. All right, let's take another call here, and then we'll check back in on this.
Call from.
Say.
There's so many.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, it's going good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling in.
This is for Aaron Mull.
Yes. So if you're live with me now, so you'll have to mute your end because the stream is always delayed like a minute or so. So you'll just have to listen to me through the phone, and then the stream will catch up. So it'll be kind of confusing.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for calling.
I turned it off. Oh, yeah, I like you. You do good.
Oh, thanks.
I just want to say a couple of things. And I don't want to make accusations or insinuate anything. But some people just live like that. And we're not thinking about coronavirus. Because in 2019, families got locked up together. You know what I'm saying? Now we're seeing all these people like just being friggin' crazy. But you got to remember, we've been living under some high pressure. Mothers having to school their children on the computer, and a lot of mothers don't know about computers. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we talk about the hair being shaved. I don't know, but I'm from the country, and the only thing I got to say is head lice. I bet you money they tried to keep her from looking like a boy and trying to get them out, and they couldn't, so they ended up just going ahead and shaving her head. Now, I know that's crazy, and some people don't even believe in that stuff, but it happens. It really does.
Oh, like
and when you get
absolutely.
When you get them, you have to really clean everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry to say, but it doesn't look like there was a whole lot of cleaning that went on there.
Right. Yeah.
So I can, if they got lice of some sort, it would be very hard to get rid of.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not, and even clean people get lice. So I'm not saying anything derogatory about that either.
Exactly.
And the last thing I want to point on is, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I heard Don Wells say in an interview that he called the social services to come and get his boys because he did not think they were safe there.
Oh, interesting.
Now, if you want to look back on it, I would bet I've been following this since summer went down, and I'm telling you, I think she's been sold. I'm praying that's what it is, because I don't want her dead. But he did say that in an interview, that he called them and he told them the boys were not safe.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't.
So,
yeah, I remember there were so many little interviews early on because they spoke, it seems like, a lot right at the beginning. And so, I'll have to go back in some of those. Now that we're like 9 months removed from all of this happening, that's what I've been doing lately, is going back to some of those early interviews with Chris from the Interview Room and WJHL, some of the earlier interviews. So I'll have to go back and check that out. But yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm not an expert at all,
Yeah,
but I've been watching.
Neither am I. Yeah.
And there was a whole lot of men that hung out there and would come and go.
Yeah.
A whole lot of men.
Yeah.
Not just two,
Right.
And there was a man camping in a rental lot right next to them. And he come over and ate with them and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but that's all. I'm done.
Well, thanks so much for calling, and feel free to call in on some of the other live streams. I love hearing everyone's thoughts on everything. It's like, that's what I enjoy doing this for, is that it feels like it's a huge group of us just chatting with each other. And so the calls are like some of my favorite thing, because I'm actually getting to interact with you guys. So other than just in the chat,
I've never done this before.
But it's really cool. So thanks so much for calling. We'll talk to you in the next one.
Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Very quickly. Oh, that was a very good call, by the way. Thank you for calling. Ginnock says, have you watched Grandma's video on 10-year anniversary of Rose's disappearance? Big difference in emotion. I haven't. She did a video on the 10-year anniversary of Rose's disappearance. Also, part of me wants to do a little bit of digging and research into that as well, because I'm very interested with how that was all handled. But thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really, really appreciate that. For the new people that are here, because we just got a couple hundred new subscribers, I'm about to kind of go over something that really, really rubs me the wrong way with this case, okay? And I talked about it on one of my previous live streams, and then I'm going to get to some of your guys' comments that are here. I thought I ended the voice calls. Okay, I'm going to take this one more call, and then I'll talk about something else.
Call from
Scarlett.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, Scarlett, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling.
I just have a couple of points. I am the mother of a 41-year-old son who fought addiction for 7 years. He's been clean for 10 years now. And what I'm seeing with Candus is the same train wreck I saw with my son.
Wow.
Once they seek help and start to get clean, then you have psychiatrists that come in and prescribe drugs. And they're powerful psycho drugs.
Okay.
Now, if you combine those drugs with alcohol or the drug that you were using before, it
can look like this, maybe.
There's no hope for you. And it's looking like Candus is on that path.
Well, because I don't know how closely, sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
You're fine.
Oh, okay. I don't know how closely you followed this case, because Candus the other night looked so just clean and clear-headed, and she had her hair down. She didn't have a hat on. Like, she seemed like a complete 180 from what we're seeing here. And so it makes me wonder if she was starting to get clean or take a step back from whatever she was doing. And then, this happened. And clearly this is just, like I said, a just polar opposite of what we were seeing the other day. But anyways,
all right, so that'll be part of my second point. But to address what you just said, is she's given 30 days worth of pills, depending. Is it an upper to wake her up, a downer to put her to sleep, something for anxiety? Is she over medicating? Is she adding alcohol? This is what you're viewing right now. My second point is her mom just spoke out.
Yeah.
And people are looking at, have you heard about this friend? I know you don't like to call her Grandis, but the friend of Grandma who was texting her and keeping notes about what was going on when Summer first went missing. All of that's coming out.
Oh, yes. I saw someone emailed me some text that I think Grandma was, and I needed to look into that a bit more, because they just sent it to me and they didn't really say much. And I'm like, okay, how legit are these? But I think I saw some of that. Yeah. So those were from the early parts, right after the kids. So
what the friend of Grandma is saying is that Grandis took a nap around 3:30 and woke up to hear Candus calling for Summer, but she heard her around 5:30, and she said before she laid down, she talked to Candus, who said Summer was not feeling well, and she had to call Dawn and get permission to take her to the hospital. So this is all what Candus is dealing with. All this information coming out.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So you're going to see a major train wreck, Harry. You are.
Oh yeah.
We all are.
Oh yeah. It's hard to watch, but I told a lot of people in one of my most recent live streams, I was like, something is about to give on this case, with Dawn in jail, with Grandma talking, and now you're saying with Grandma's potential messages coming out. If these are true messages, like it's something spilling over, and it's sad to see, but it's happening right before our eyes. And the only thing I can hope for with this is that we get concrete answers for Summer. And it's just so sad to think that we're 9 months into this, and the hope for Summer being found in a state that is okay is so unlikely. But this needs to come to a conclusion, right? So
I agree.
I completely agree with you. Yeah, it just feels like that's exactly what we're seeing play out right now, for sure.
And Candus is alone, and so she feels alone, and you're going to see her self-destruct.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that's all I have to say.
I just have to say,
I love your show. You're doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and kudos to your son. I'm sure each day is still just difficult, but that's so great to hear that You said 6 years sober, 7 years sober?
10.
That,
10.
Oh, 10. Sorry. I must have read something as you were saying it. So 6 or 7 was in my head. That's amazing. And I just, yeah, that's incredible. And thank you so much for your input on this case. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. That was a great call. That was a great call. And I saw a lot of your guys' comments talking about how that was a great call. Takes a lot of courage to call in. I appreciate the people that called in. I may open up the lines for 1 or 2 more calls at the very end, but we are here with 1,500, almost 1,600 people watching right now. And some of you maybe haven't seen the full video. So we're going to play through it one more time. I want to see some comments. I'm going to be in the comments watching your comments come through. Hit the like button, you guys. This will help the video get out to more people. We have 788 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes while this video is playing. All right, let's go.
Hey everyone, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm hoping everyone's doing okay tonight. My phone's going crazy. I don't know what's going on with my phone tonight. But I'm just, nothing, so no means to anybody tonight. I love y'all. I hope everybody's doing okay. My friends, my dear friends, yeah, they're hitting me up, but it's okay tonight. I'm so glad to have y'all over here tonight. And, I'm gonna go over here to the chat and chill out and find out what's going on tonight. I mean, freaking Ernie's a piece of work. He's a piece of work. Oh yeah, I'm okay, Jade. Jade, thanks for asking if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to... Ocean Lover, oh, thank you, baby. I'm okay tonight. I'm just, kind of upset. I mean, my friends were kind of downgraded tonight. And I don't like it. I mean, they were like my best friends. And I can't believe were treated like they were. It's really disrespectful and downgraded, and I don't like it. And I love them to death. Yeah, I'm always thinking of Summer.
I'm going to pause real quick. We're going to get back to that in a second and watch the second half. I'm reading, I see your guys' comments coming through, and that's why I want to stop for a moment. A lot of you guys' comments are really, they make a lot of sense, and I want to just acknowledge a couple of them. S says, where's her mom during moments like this if she cares so much? And that's a good point. Where's grandma? Why isn't she stepping in? I think what's happening here is grandma maybe stepped in and said something, and it's going to derail the whole situation. Don is in jail. We have Somting Wong that just said, everybody keep in mind, Don isn't around to influence or stop Candus from speaking. Whether it's truthfully or not, whatever she's saying, he's not around to stop that. Maybe Candus would have been on more live shows or done her own YouTube stuff more in the past several months prior to Don going to jail if he hadn't stopped her. You never know what the situation was. So maybe this is her finally coming out and starting to release things. who knows what's going to happen, but from based on our last few phone calls, like something's going to give. Something clearly is going to give especially if she's going to be under the influence of something. Like she's going to slip up and say something if indeed she has something that she has not, said, if she's hiding something. So Rhonda, I agree. Very sad to watch someone continue to spiral. All of this is sad. And if you're just coming to the stream, I addressed this at the beginning when there were only a couple hundred people in here, of how I feel for Candus in this situation. You don't like to see this, obviously, but I also have strong feelings about the situation as a whole. Okay, so she could be, if she's doing these live streams, why isn't she putting a number in the description that says, if you have any idea where my daughter is, or any of the, any information at all? Why doesn't she point to that? Why is it just feels like she's reaching out. She's reaching out to anything that will give her some sense of validation. And there are people in her comments. It's overwhelmingly positive of praise in her comments, which is fine. That's good. There's going to be people that are on her side. Great. But it's clear that she's seeking that. She's clearly getting on here because she needs that fulfillment from someone. Because like S said, where's grandma? She's not there. She's not there to support, or at the very least, it doesn't seem like it. So I don't know. It's a lot. I'm going to finish this video out. There's one more thing she says that's very concerning in this, and I'll hit on it one more time for the people that maybe weren't in here earlier. Life Has Choices says Don was running the narrative from day one. He was always in control. That's how I feel too. I mean, Candus is calling in. They have domestic disputes. There's clear abuse that was going on. But I'm going to touch on the last things she says here, and then I'm going to give my final point of what I think is arguably one of the biggest things that is kind of rubbing me the wrong way with this entire case, and it has to do with the timeline. So let's listen in one more time, and then I'll give that final statement.
And her brothers, because Summer and the boys are the love of my life. I would never trade anything for them. I can't do anything but love them. I mean, everybody's expecting me to no, I'm not having a drink on my dinner. Oh, hell no.
Yikes. Ugh.
I won't drink again. Because them boys in my summer is the love of my life. I will never drink or do anything against them ever again.
There was a lot to unpack there. Hungry Helmet, trade anything. I think she said, what did she say? Oh, drink. She didn't drink anything with dinner. Someone in her comments said, did you drink your dinner? I think as a joke, because they knew she seemed very drunk. I think she said that. But listen to this one more time.
I will never drink or do anything against them ever again.
I will never drink or do anything against them ever again. She's talking about her kids. So is she saying there was some negligence involved in the Summer Wells situation? Was she drunk during that? Like what is she saying there? Or is she just saying she'll never be that person again for them if they were to ever be in her life again? I'm reading into that very, very quickly, or too quickly maybe, but anyways, also Jeannie G, slow chat, please. So Jeannie, I typically have between 200 and 500 people in my live streams on average. And I usually have a 15-second limit on how long you have to wait to comment. And so I did not expect there to be close to 2,000 people in the live stream. So I apologize that it's going too quickly. I will be sure to put a stricter limit on that on the next one. Also, VC, I see your comment. So glad to hear that you are in a better place. But you're saying your guess is that she's using it to feel normal, then getting drunk to not feel anything. Otherwise, she'd be nodding off and falling asleep. That's an interesting point. And VC, good to hear that you are in a better state right now. That's awesome. Congrats on 4 years sober. anyways, okay, let's finish this. Like I said, all of your guys' comments are wonderful. They're very productive, and I enjoy seeing them. Also, some of the people that are talking about being new subscribers here and enjoying what you guys are seeing, thank you guys so much. I'm not sure how you found the channel, but I appreciate you being here. We don't only cover the Summer Wells story. We cover other stories. We cover old true crime stories and true crime events and things like that as well. So it's kind of an all-encompassing channel, but we're obviously focused on Summer Wells right now. But yeah, thanks for being here.
I mean, I don't know, man. All these YouTubers, they want to hate each other and be against each other, and I'm just not for it. Yeah.
Oh,
I've worked as much as I could work. There's a lot of work going on, though. Hugs and prayers to y'all, too. I'm trying to stay strong as much as I can. I love y'all, and I have a best friend that she's just so great, and I love her so much.
I don't know who she's referring to there, but she's talking about her friends a lot in this.
I mean, I don't know what to say, but I love my people the same, man. Much love to everybody. And I hope everybody has a good night and a wonderful weekend. Much love to y'all.
Okay, and that's it. That's the 5 minute and 27 second, what some are calling kind of a train wreck situation. That's the last time we're going to show it. Sweetie Pie Low, excellent commentary. You're so easy to follow and listen to. Thank you for that. Well, thank you for being here. I guess I'll call you Pie Low, Sweetie Pie Low. It feels weird to call you Sweetie Pie, but that's your name. So thanks, Sweetie Pie. Real quick, thanks to the people that are here, the new people. We're getting close to 20,000 subscribers. Wow, that's amazing. We were at like 19,200 before this. So we have a lot of wonderful new people here on the channel. And while I have you here, I want to talk about, especially if you guys are familiar enough with the Summer Wells case, I want to talk about the thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way with this case the most. Also, Hellcat, new subscriber, thank you so much. And congrats, 25 years sober on 313. Wow, quarter of a decade. Everyone in the chat, give Hellcat a congrats. That is incredible. A lot of wonderful sobriety stories in the chat. If you're struggling with that, I hope that you can find some support. I feel like that, at the very least, people need support in that. And so amazing to all these awesome stories of sobriety in the chat. Congrats to you guys. Amazing. Thank you for sharing. So with the Summer Wells case, the thing that rubs me the wrong way the most is VC. Thank you so much. 2 lives in one day. Thank you so much for that, VC. Really appreciate it. The story, the timeline. Hunter apparently said that Candus received a phone call while they were in line at Walgreens getting the prescription, okay? And apparently Dawn said that there was a creepy guy at the house wanting to touch the kids, right? So I have 2 questions. First of all, how does Dawn know that there's a creepy guy at the house? If there's a camera at the house, that might, answer that. I don't think they had cameras at the house. I don't think Dawn was checking his Ring doorbell app. I just don't. However, there were people working on the property that day. So if one of those people, it's a small enough community or a tight enough knit community that maybe they had Dawn's number. They were, in fact, working on his property, so they probably had a way of contacting him. If there was someone creepy on their property, maybe they reached out to Dawn and said, "Hey, there's this weird dude on your property. Like, do you know who this guy is?" And then he called Candus. But I don't know if I believe the creepy guy on the property story at all. And ambiguous thoughts, that's my next point. The boys were there. So if Hunter's telling the truth about this guy, or about Dawn calling Candus about a creepy guy at the property, wouldn't you think Candus would go like this to the pedal and go all the way home as fast as you could? If you knew that there was a creepy guy on your property, wouldn't you get home knowing your kids, your other kids, are in the house? Then they just decided to go to Sonic, go to Priceless and get some milk. I guess that was all more important than getting home. So if this creepy guy story is true, why on earth didn't they speed home? It just sounds like Orange Kush. It does sound like some BS. It sounds like a story to say that they fed Hunter. If this is all hypothetical, right? I'm not saying this happened. Take everything you hear on this channel with a grain of salt, because all we do here is kind of speculate and think about what could have happened. I'm not blaming or saying that anything is for certain, but they could be saying that that happened in the timeline of events to make it seem like it would make more sense that Summer could have been taken. Oh, there was a creepy guy on the property? Well, that makes way more sense because Summer was probably taken then. But here's another thing. If they did get that phone call, if Candus got that phone call about a creepy guy on the property, why would they go home when they did eventually get home? Because they clearly went to Sonic and all these other places first. Once they got home, did they call, okay, first of all, did they call the cops? No, it doesn't sound like they called the cops about a creepy guy. I would have probably called the cops on the way home because the boys were there. But when they did get home, they plant the flowers. They're outside. Apparently, she let Summer go off back to the house by herself. She said she walked her over to the door, which I don't think is true because I don't think Candus was a helicopter mom. But here's the thing. Why would she leave any of her kids out of her sight if there was a call about a creepy guy on the property only a few hours earlier? I would be in the middle of the living room, huddled around, waiting for Dawn to get home and being like, hey, we're going to stay at a hotel tonight. Like, if there's a creepy guy hanging around, like this is the biggest thing to me that stands out as so odd in the timeline. If you get a call about a creepy guy, why are you going home and just letting people hang out by themselves? Why are you letting the kids hang out by themselves? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And it makes me think that the creepy guy story is 100% fabricated and made up to support the idea that she could have been stolen or kidnapped. So I'm not buying the phone call. Anyways, now that my rant's over, thanks for letting me rant, everyone. I'm going to open up the lines for a couple more calls if you'd like to call in, and then we'll be wrapping everything up. Hour and 27 minutes. It's already 11 p.m. here on the East Coast. Late night stream. This is the latest stream I've done. Apologies to the people. I saw some people saying it was like 3 a.m. where you're watching. I have to tell you, get some sleep. We'll be here for another live stream soon. So sorry you have to zoom in and see my face. I shouldn't have done that. I need to shave. Go to sleep, all right? I've enjoyed having you here. Subscribe and come back on the next live stream. We'd love to have you. But if it's past 1 in the morning, I'll say that's the cutoff. Get some sleep. Justice Janie says, go later. I'm going to go a little bit later. We're going to open up the phone lines one more time. I'm going to take maybe 1 or 2 more voice calls. If you'd like to call in, this is the number. I'm going to pin it right up at the top. Message pinned. There it is, 305-985-2690. Feel free to call in. Let me know what you think of the stream, of Candus's live stream tonight, of the case as a whole. Did you just now learn about the Summer Wells case? Have you known about it? Call in. I'd love to know. And then, yeah. Oh, also, while we're waiting for our first caller, Candus posted this on her channel, like right after she posted the live stream, or maybe right before. Let's see what it was. Yeah, it was right after, okay? This is what she posted. 19 seconds. It's titled Love. She doesn't say a word. She just goes like that. I don't know if she meant to post this. That's it. That's it. Why'd she do that? I've never seen her make that face. Claire, it's 4 a.m. Claire, get some sleep. Claire, Hustler 93, 4 a.m. Oh my goodness. Jane Allen, 3 p.m. Are you on the western coast of Australia or the eastern coast? Get some sleep. Oh my goodness. Also, you can stay here, hang out, you know? Wow, 4 a.m. Ambi, honey-kissed, West Coast here, online sketching classes, but saw you on. Oh, very cool. So it's like, what, 11, 10, 9, 8 o'clock where you're at? Nice. I have some family in Vancouver, so I'm always just thinking about the West Coast time zone, Central time zone where my family's at, and the East Coast where I'm at. So very cool. Hopefully you're enjoying this live stream while you are doing your sketching classes. Thanks for being here. Hungry Helmet, this is like what I would wake to on my socials after a long night of drinking in college and be horrified that I posted. Yes, that's a good point. Do you think Candus is going to wake up tomorrow and delete these? I don't know. Ocean Eyes, hi, glad to see you in prime time. Ocean Eyes, glad to see you in here. Really appreciate you being in here. All right, we're done with this video. Feel free to call in, everyone. The number is 305-985-2690. Toll free. Let's see. 4 a.m. in the UK. AJ, oh my goodness. Paula, shout out to the East Coast folk. Yep. I'm not initially from the East Coast, but I'm here right now. 3 p.m. Friday. Wow, in Victoria, Australia. Andrea, that is amazing. I would love to go to Australia someday. Hopefully you guys are doing well there in Australia. I know the restrictions during COVID were getting really intense at one point, and you guys weren't able to leave. I hope that's all letting up for you, and you're able to get out into the world again. Anyways, Brooklyn. Are you in Brooklyn, Hungry Helmet? Very cool. 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's 11 here too. Do your screen recordings now. Justice, what are you talking about? Do my screen recordings. 8 here in Cali. Yeah, you're on the West Coast there, Bugs Life. Texas, very nice. Max New, 5 a.m. breakfast. Where is it 5 a.m. right now? Everyone's just posting where they're at in the world. I like it. Who's the furthest from me? Probably Australia, maybe. Philippines. Noon in the Philippines. Beautiful. That's amazing. Oh, that's a good point, Normie DW. She was probably trying to take a pic. She could have been trying to take a picture for the thumbnail, because I know YouTube, if you don't have a thumbnail previously made ahead of time before a live stream, you can smile and take one, and YouTube uses that. She may have done that thinking that was the thumbnail for the video, and she was smiling. That's a great point. American Honey, Deep South Arkansas. Very cool. Okay, so I'm really you know what? I have to ask, if you haven't subscribed already and you're enjoying, can we get to, I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can get to 20,000 subscribers tonight. We have just under 400 to go. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I have to say, you guys really came through tonight, and however you found me, YouTube recommended page, whatever, I think it's really cool to see all these new faces and new names in the chat, and I hope to see you guys in future videos. Thank you for 1,000 likes. Really appreciate that. Haley Coon says she was just drinking on camera the other day live. Oh, I didn't see that, Haley. Alicia's at home doing this, hoping no one is waiting to attack. Yeah, at least she's not, getting behind the wheel, things like that. Carol in Virginia. Very nice. Very nice. Well, on the Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin border, everyone talking about where they're at. It's very cool to see. Ontario. Oh, Calgary, Canada. Oh, Lori, Calgary. I want to visit Calgary very, very badly. Very, very badly. I was going to go to Banff for my bachelor party, but COVID, we weren't able to cross the border at the time. So that's unfortunate that was the case. Also, my Twitter, as you guys can see, is on the screen. That is a way of contacting me if you would like to. During the stream, after the stream, whenever. That's a good way of reaching out to me, either DMing me on Twitter or just reaching out to me by tweeting me directly. I also have down below a case submission form. It's a Google form. All you have to have is an email, and you could submit a future idea or a tip or an idea about a current case that we're talking about. I check that maybe once a week. Twitter is the best way to just get in contact with me. I do have an Instagram as well. It's basically the same thing, but I don't really promote my Instagram here, but it's obviously out there for people to follow. But thank you for following me on Twitter. Okay, so no one seems to be calling. Everyone's shy all of a sudden, but that's okay. We're going to leave the phone line on for a couple more minutes. I'm going to read your guys' chats, and everyone's still posting where they're from. Oh, no, we've got some more. Indiana, West Virginia. Patty, new here, just subscribed. Thank you, Patty. Karen Combs, I think Summer died of hypothermia, and they hit her body because of signs of other abuse. Interesting, Karen. It's a beautiful city, and Banff is like an hour away. Very nice. Hungry Helmet, someone call. Play the video. Nikki, what video? You want me to play this video one more time? I feel like everyone's seen it. I mean, we can play it. Mimi, I never get notifications. Well, Mimi, guess what? I went live several times today, and so YouTube maybe didn't give you that notification. But thank you so much for being here. Also, Kira, you're in here as well. Good to see you in here again, Kira. We're going to watch this one more time. Everyone.
Hey, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight?
Loud. Oh, wait, we have a caller. Also, Lone Wolf Spirit joining the crew. Thank you.
Call from
Jessica.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, Jessica. How's it going?
Good.
Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
So, you have some thoughts?
I've been following the case for a long time. And looking back on the history of it, it seems that Dawn abused her a lot.
Candus or Summer? Sorry. You there? Oh no. I may have lost you. Try calling again. Wait.
I think you're cutting out.
I hear you now. Can
good.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, beautiful. So you're saying that Dawn likely abused Candus or Summer, or who you're referring to there?
Both. Like,
unfortunately, yeah.
I can see in Candus a lot. I mean, personally, I've been there, done that. And when it comes to, I've seen the interview from Grandis's friend.
Yeah.
That stated she called Dawn to see if it was okay to take Summer to the hospital.
Right, yeah.
So right there just shows she's scared for her own self, and maybe for the boys too.
Yeah, it's you would think if there was something that serious, even if it was like a financial thing, like, oh, can they afford it? It's like you would think if your kid was in a state of like emergency to need to go to the hospital that bad, that you would put all that to the side, right? So,
but
yeah.
she double thought everything. And then, unfortunately, in that situation, that's what your mind automatically does. You don't think of anything else. Like me now, I would just go to the hospital.
Right.
Then I would think of my consequences of just doing that.
That's
right?
interesting to think. So she was immediately thinking of the repercussions of potentially of Dawn's reaction if she hadn't asked. So that's an interesting perspective. Yeah. Because
that's all really I have to say. But
yeah.
I mean, in any circumstance, that is not right.
For sure.
But
yeah,
I'm trying to. There's always the truth his side, her side, and then the truth always lies in the middle, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, the truth is somewhere in between all of this, for sure. And you said you've been following the case for a while. Do you have a specific? I know everyone has their own opinions. Some people just really are kind of sitting back and just still following it. Do you have an idea of what you feel like played out on June 15th? Or
I think she was playing with Hunter in the water, and Hunter said that Candus and him were on the phone watching videos.
Yeah.
And he looked up when he was finished drinking his tea, that his, like, spiked iced tea or whatever that's called. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he looked up and Summer was under the water. And he said he ran and he grabbed her. And then they left 5 minutes later. I honestly think something between then, maybe they thought she was okay and she wasn't because she got cold. And the grandmother's friend stated that Summer said that she was not feeling well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think it's easy to forget, and like sometimes I forget, like, that story of Hunter pulling Summer out of the water, and like it's easy, like if that really happened, like there's a lot that could have happened in that situation for sure that could have been bad.
I don't think the boys seen her at all that day, to be honest.
You don't think the boys saw Summer even?
No, not at all.
Wow. Yeah. That, and see, imagine, because if law enforcement knows that, and that's a huge hole in the story. Because if she did in fact walk Summer over to the house and say, boys, watch Summer. I mean, unless they just were glued to the TV and they didn't see her there. But you're saying they didn't see her because she probably never even made it fully home, or just...
I think, well, the grandmother's friend said that when the grandmother got out of the truck at home, Summer wasn't waking up. So they left Summer in the truck, did the groceries, and came back, and that's when she said she was going to call Dawn to see if the situation was enough to take her to the hospital, so to say.
Gotcha. Yeah, so, someone sent me those emails last night with those supposed messages from Grandma. We need to figure out if those are legit, because if so, that's another huge, development in this case that kind of pokes holes in the initial timeline that Candus gave. So where did you see those messages from Grandma? Are you just seeing them floating around on the internet, or?
No, I seen it on YouTube last night. It was
on YouTube,
on somebody else's live. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to.
And I think Hunter's just covering it up because he pulled her out of the water, and maybe he feels it's his fault because he should have checked on her more, and he didn't. They just went into the truck and just totally forgot about it, and then she fell asleep. And
I gotcha.
That's my opinion. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people share a similar opinion, and I mean, the beauty of the internet is that we can all have differing opinions and still get along and follow the case just like everyone else. So I appreciate you calling in. Thanks for adding to the conversation. And
Thank
you.
Have a great night. A great night, and everybody else too.
Awesome. Thanks so much. All right.
Bye.
That was a good call. Also, someone was saying, Aaron is overly friendly to the people on the phone. If you're going to call into my live show, I'm going to be friendly to you. Unless you call and you're like, hey, you're an idiot. Then I'll be like, I'm going to hang up on you. But yeah, of course I'm going to be friendly. People are calling in. We're all hanging out together, having a good time. We're trying to shed light on this case. L says, please educate yourself on the dynamic of abusive relationships. Abusers have such sick levels of control over their victims. Candus is a prime example. L, I do want to say, I don't know when you were able to come in on the live stream, and you may have been super late. If you go to for sure from the 10-minute mark to the 30-minute mark, somewhere in there, I talk about this. I think Candus is a victim. She is a victim here just as much. I shouldn't say just as much as Summer, but it would be ridiculous of us to dismiss the fact that Candus has been and was probably a victim of domestic abuse for a long time leading up to Summer going missing. So I acknowledge that, and I appreciate you messaging me that 100%.
Call from
SB.
To To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Is this
a late
SB
night?
or what did you say?
Yeah, I called into your show once before, and I have a really vulgar name, so I just put SB.
I know who you're talking. Yeah, I know who you are. All right, cool. Thanks. How's
Yeah,
it
I
going?
just try to be friendly.
I
Not too bad. Just enjoying your content. You're very nice about the way you explain things and keep an open mind, so I really enjoy that.
Well, thanks. Appreciate that.
But I did want to say with the Summer Wells case, I don't know, everybody just, all the YouTubers, the way they have presented this has really made me fall on the side of Candus and Dawn. Like, with them being alcoholics, I think that with their kids being there at the house and around all the time, that the kids would know something if the family had something to do with it. I really feel strongly that they really don't know exactly what happened, but with them being alcoholics, they just don't know how to tell their story.
Yeah, that's interesting. Or since there could be a gap of even an hour in Candus's story, like if something did happen and she just wasn't aware enough to know, if she had been under the influence at that time, like she truly just might not know. And I think I've gone back to that theory or that idea several times, because here we have these live streams where we critique how the family's reacting and all of this, and it truly could be just a case of that. But even then, you would think they would just own up or be honest to that and just be like, you know what, we screwed up, whatever it would be. But yeah, I mean, it truly could be a case of that, but I don't know. So you think that the brothers for sure would have enough to put a big enough hole in the timeline that would basically say that they had nothing to do with it?
Yeah, and kids will talk. They have to find somebody to talk to. Like, kids cannot hold a secret for forever. They're going to open up and talk to somebody because that's what kids do.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just really, it's really sad to see like some of the people on the internet, that the way they've treated the Wells family. If I was a guilty person, I would climb up and not talk to anybody. Like, I would be like, keep your mouth shut, period. Don't.
Mm-hmm. What do you make of?
But then,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
With them being alcoholics, it really does make it hard to get a straight story, though. And being an alcoholic, I feel sorry for any alcoholic. I just had a friend actually pass away this morning that was an alcoholic.
Oh my God. I am sorry.
It's a struggle, though, for people that have that problem. What were you going to say, though?
I just was going to say, what do you make of just with Dawn being in jail now? Obviously, Candus is whatever she's going through right now. It's sad to see, but do you feel like this case is going to have some sort of a big development soon or something coming out because of kind of what we're seeing out of Candus? Or do you think that this is just kind of how things are playing out and nothing will come of it?
Yeah, I don't think anything will come of it besides Candus relying more on alcohol to soothe what she's going through, Yeah. Like, my honest belief now is that they really don't know what happened to the kids, and with everybody blaming them of so much and putting all that on their shoulders, that their story just gets like they tell so many things, they don't even know when they're telling the truth or a lie. But I don't believe that they had anything to do with their daughter. And I know a lot of people are going to look at me as I'm crazy, but that's just the way I feel. And maybe I'm siding with them on that because of all the people on YouTube that have just destroyed anything of a case that there might be by going out there and making fools of themselves.
Yeah, you're talking about the people that have actually gone there to just shout from the street, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people going out there to search, I encourage that, but
yeah,
going out there and just, calling them out and dragging out every bad thing you could drag out about them in their past and whatever, that's like Don's done some stuff in his past it's sickening, but going out and telling the world that, like, and dragging out all his dirty laundry,
right?
I don't know, like, just that doesn't help the case,
right? Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. And I appreciate your perspective there, and so sorry to hear about your friend. I can't imagine. That's terrible.
It is, but I believe in a God, and I believe he's in a better place. He was definitely suffering. Yeah. And I pray for anybody that's in a situation like that. I hope they can find help.
Yeah.
It's an illness.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
So prayers to you, and
thank you so much.
Thank you again for all the great content.
Yeah, well, and thanks for calling and giving adding to the conversation, like I said. So we'll hopefully see you in a future one.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks again. Yeah. Cheers. Bye. Wow, these calls have been all very. There's been a lot said in all these calls. Thank you for sharing. The beauty about this, and I just want to share this one more time, the beauty of having a YouTube channel is that you can talk about whatever and have people on and that call you and talk about whatever. We can all have opinions. We don't all have to agree about not only this case, but just anything. And we can all still get along, have fun, hang out. So anyways, I'm going to take one more call. Yes, I do have mods, Mystery Christie. They're not here right now because it's in the middle of the night almost. This is going to be the last call.
Call from
But I do have mods.
To accept, press 1.
I didn't
To
catch
send
the
a
name.
voicemail, press...
Hey, how's it going?
Hello?
Hey.
I got you.
Yes, you'll have to just mute the whatever you're watching on your end, but yeah, you're live. What's the name?
Okay.
Or what's your name? Sorry.
Faye.
Faye. Okay.
Faye.
Thanks for calling.
Are we ready to talk?
Absolutely.
Okay, I called you earlier. There's just a couple things. I want you to look up Dudley, his interviews.
Oh,
Dudley
yes.
Dudley talks about the 14th, the day before Summer went missing.
Mm-hmm.
Don went to work and his heart was broken. Dudley said he had never saw him like that. You could just look at him and tell he cried all day. He couldn't do his work. The next day, on the 15th, when Summer goes gone, he comes into work mad and fires Dudley, and then on YouTube that very day or the next day, accused Dudley of taking her.
Yeah. So are you talking about the interview that Dudley did, like at a restaurant or something?
I don't know if he talks about it there or not, but there's a couple of his interviews.
Okay.
But he talks about, well, see, what I'm thinking is if she was sold, he probably knew it the night before. He probably knew what was going down, and he couldn't do nothing about it other than, well, I don't know. I don't know what those people get into. I don't know. I just think for him to have such sadness the day before it happened,
mm-hmm.
and he's cried a lot about it. I just think something happened that doesn't sound right to me, and it doesn't sound like an accident. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But that's just me in the lamppost. So, and I'll try not to bother you no more tonight.
You're not trying to what?
I'll try not to bother you anymore tonight.
Oh, you are good. No, I mean, that's why I have the phone lines. Call in. Bother me all you want. No, this is good. I have the...
talk about him the day before she died.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pull that up. I don't know if I'll be able to... because this video is like 30 minutes long. I'm going to keep this pulled up, and even after the stream, I'm going to go back in, because I do remember seeing this interview maybe a month ago, And I thought, who is this guy? Because he talked about the relationship that he has with Dawn and all this. And so it seems like Dawn kind of threw him under the bus.
Yeah. He fired him that Summer went missing.
Yeah,
and then he told the police that he was probably mad at him. He was a meth head. He was probably mad at him, and he took Summer because he was mad.
Yeah. I remember this interview. I'll have to look back at this again and see what was, because now that we're 9 months into this, it's like, it's good to look back at some of these interviews and see like, wait, did something fall through the cracks here that we didn't, see maybe the first time through? So I appreciate you bringing it up. I'll have to look into it.
I mean, it might not even be true, but if he was crying, that just don't sound like Dawn.
Yeah. And that's another thing. We have to take everything with a grain of salt. There's people that are defending themselves in this because names get brought up. So you never know who's just saying something to stay out of the story, out of the light. So, but it is good to look at all of it. That's for sure.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for calling. Yeah, have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, that's it. That's the last caller. I'm going to end the message, unpin. We have Alexa in the chat. Thank you, Alexa. Oh, also my Alexa just went off, my actual Alexa. Yes, breakfast platter. Anyone can call. When I do these live streams and I put up a number, it is a free number to call. There's no line, so you just have to kind of try to catch me after each call and get in the queue. But yes, anyone can call when I do these call-ins. But thank you to all the callers tonight. It's been a really productive conversation. Obviously, we went through tonight as a recap the Candus live stream, the 5-minute and 27-second live stream that Candus had done 2 hours ago now, which it'll be interesting to see if she pulls this tomorrow morning when she wakes up, if she realizes maybe this isn't a good look. It'll be interesting to see if she does that. Sweetie Pie says, I have an interview with him as well on my channel. Oh, Sweetie Pie, cool. I'm gonna look up your channel. Let's go to Sweetie Pie's channel. Sweetie Pie Low. Okay. Very cool. Thank you, Sweetie Pie. I will check that out. Sweetie Pie, you've covered the Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie stuff. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, I feel like I've seen one of your videos on this, Sweetie Pie. Someone was talking about I think it was your video. They were talking about a gazebo or something in Jonesboro. That might, if that's not you, then I apologize, but thank you. I'll go check out your video. But anyways, as a recap, we went into the video that Candus made earlier. We talked about some of the biggest kind of things in the story that stand out to me as odd in terms of the timeline. So if you're coming into the stream late, feel free to go back through. And yeah, thanks again to all the new subscribers that are here. I don't know how many new subscribers we have tonight out of nowhere. It seems like we just hit kind of YouTube's recommended page, which was really cool. Jody Parr says, Ernie Shell. Don't know what you are referring to there. Sarah says, Hunter knows what happened. I agree. I think Hunter knows more than what he's said. But at the same time, we have to take everything with a grain of salt and know that they just maybe fumbled over kind of the timeline of things. They even claim their ignorance when it comes to time. The stream has stopped. Carol Brown, what? I don't think it did, but anyways, they claim their ignorance when it comes to time, right? Candus and Hunter both say they're not time people, so we can't read too much into their timelines. All good, Alexa. No worries, no worries. Someone said, okay. AM, enjoy this live. No drama, no foul language, good conversations, and comments in chat. Yeah, we try to keep it pretty pretty chill on this YouTube channel. And one more time, if you liked this live stream, please hit the subscribe button. We're very close to 20,000. I thought maybe for a second we would hit it tonight, but it doesn't appear that we will. But out of the 1,500 people that are watching right now, I guess if you haven't subscribed, technically we would be able to cross 20,000 like that if everyone hit subscribe all at once. That is not. But I'm not going to ask you to do something that you don't want to do. If I haven't won your subscription yet, then I completely understand. Stick around for new videos, though. We're going to be posting new videos here soon. Kira says, don't think you can't throw a wrench at me, Aaron. You know what, Kira? You keep coming to these live streams. I may just make you a mod as well. Mimi, I know Mimi's in line. We're going to try to get some new mods, some more mods. Alicia, the longtime mod of this channel, does an insanely great job. But as we grow and as the channel gets bigger, it's nice to have several different people that I can trust to be in here and to kind of help moderate the chat. And so, of course, I'm seeing the people that are in here so often. And so, yeah, I'll definitely be adding more mods here in the future. ScoMo, what are we talking about? Currently, we're rounding down the stream. The stream is somewhat ending. But, oh my goodness, we might actually hit 20,000. Right now, we're hitting 20,000 subscribers, possibly, if the people in here would like to do that. I also have a Discord. It's getting set up right now, and so I don't really promote it. It's linked down below. Eventually, we're going to get all that organized, and people can communicate through the Discord. There's too many things, you know? There's too many things. All right, Nikki, I will email you. Yes, feel free to email me about anything. But ScoMo, to answer your question specifically, what we're talking about and what we talked about tonight was the live stream that Candus did earlier. We went over that. We deep dived. We had some callers call in. I talked about some big things in the case that I think are kind of that stand out to me for sure. But we're kind of done at this point. This is it. We're nearing that 20,000 mark. I don't think we'll hit it, but that's okay. Kira, Emily investigates. I would have been here for the whole thing, but I didn't get the notification. Well, that's okay, Kira. The beauty of YouTube is that you can pop in and out, and you don't have to be here for the whole thing. So, all right. I'm just going to be reading some of your comments as we round out the stream. Thanks everyone for keeping everything super civil, cordial. Play it again, you might make your goal. Okay, I'll play the video one more time. My goodness, we've played it 7 times.
Hey everyone, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm hoping everyone's doing okay tonight. My phone's going crazy. No, what's going on with my phone tonight? But I'm just,
Ignored every comment of mine. Michelle, hey, I'm so sorry. When I started this live stream tonight, I had no idea 2,000 people would be here at one point. And the comments just went too quickly. Michelle, I will be looking for your comment and I will respond to it after this video. I must have missed it. I really apologize. It's difficult to keep track of all this stuff. Thank you, Sweetie Pie. Not you, Michelle. Sweetie Pie.
Nothing so no means to anybody tonight. I love y'all. I hope everybody's doing okay. My friends, my dear friends, yeah, they're hitting me up, but it's okay tonight. I'm so glad to have y'all over here tonight. And, I'm gonna go over here to the chat and chill out and find out what's going on tonight. I mean, freaking Ernie's a piece of work. He's a piece of work. Oh yeah, I'm okay, Jade. Jade, thanks for asking if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to... Ocean Lover, oh, thank you, baby. I'm okay tonight. I'm just, kind of upset. I mean, my friends were kind of downgraded tonight. And I don't like it. I mean, they were like my best friends. And I can't believe were treated like they were. It's really disrespectful and downgraded, and I don't like it. And I love them to death. Yeah, I'm always thinking of Summer and her brothers. Because Summer and the boys are the love of my life. I would never trade anything for them. They were... I can't do anything but love them. I mean, everybody's expecting me to no, I'm not having a drink on my dinner. Oh, hell no. I won't drink again. Because them boys in my summer is the love of my life. I will never drink or do anything against them ever again. I mean, I don't know, man. All these YouTubers, they want to hate each other and be against each other, and I'm just not for it. Yeah, I've worked as much as I could work. There's a lot of work going on, though. Hugs and prayers to y'all, too. I'm trying to stay strong as much as I can. I love y'all, and I have a best friend that she's just so great, and I love her so much. I mean, I don't know what to say, but I love my people the same, man. Much love to everybody. And I hope everybody has a good night and a wonderful weekend. Much love to y'all.
Yeah, that's tough, guys. That's tough. That's the last time we're watching it. I'm gonna read a few more comments, and then we're gonna round things off here. We're getting close to the 2 hour mark. We just hit 2 hours, so we gotta really wrap this thing up. But Matilda, thank you for becoming a level 1 supporter of the stream. For those of you who are new here, I'm working on a documentary. So there's a lot of new names. The funds from this channel are going towards my self-produced documentary. I'm making a documentary about a cold case. It's going to be coming out in the next year. I've set aside several $1,000s of my own money to produce this thing, and it's very, very expensive. But anything I get on YouTube is not my primary job or anything. It's just kind of something I do on the side for fun. It helps kind of fund these other projects. Also, I want to go out and help with some of these other cases. I want to do the Daniel Robinson case. when I have a chance. I've got a pretty busy schedule in the next month, but possibly go out. I'm a remote pilot. I have my remote pilot's license as well. So potentially using my drone to help search for people like Daniel Robinson, those types of things. So I'm using the funds on this channel for similar, kind of stories that I'm telling in other ways. So anyways, I appreciate the donations, the support, all that stuff. It really goes a long way. Appreciate it. Sherry Harris says justice for Summer. Michelle, I also didn't see your message come through. So I know I missed your message earlier. Apologies for that. Rebecca says, where the heck is Grandis? That's a good question. Where is Grandis? I don't know. That's a fantastic question. Cindy, that's rough. Yeah, it's super rough. It's super, super rough to see. I also saw someone mention that Candus had another video that she posted after that where it was just her making a face. I definitely saw that as well. Michelle A., I sent it again. All right, Michelle, I'm looking for your comment. It must have blown past very quickly. Did you send it on here? Or did you send it on like Twitter or something? I must have missed it. My apologies. All right, guys, it's going on midnight. We are clearly not going to hit this 20,000 subscriber mark, but you know what? We may hit it in the middle of the night because YouTube is a 24-hour, 7 days a week platform, and this video will be published to rewatch. So if you want to send this to someone who is also following the Summer Wells case, maybe we'll cross that 20K mark in the morning, and I'll wake up to that. But thank you to the new people who have subscribed tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Let's just hope that we have some more news. Positive news soon around the Summer Wells case. I think we all would like to see this come to some sort of a conclusion. And so thank you guys, all the people that are here usually, Missy Me, Allison, Mimi, all the familiar faces and names that are normally in the chat. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you to all the new people as well. Hey, Aaron, late to the stream, didn't get notified. We'll watch tomorrow. Well, thank you, Kat, for being here. And definitely check out the re-upload. It was a good live stream. So thanks, guys, so much. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.